fathers are back. Surf Paradise, made in the USA. Got the American Strongheart.
To get up again and again and again.
Will have to remain seated for the next 3 weeks, as there's no room even to...
Again? Good girl. Good girl. What's that?
Josh! Oh my God! Oh God! Oh man, why you do that to me, dude?
It's your favorite teacher, Mr. Joe, Mr. H. Happy Father's Day to all the daddies. You are valuable and you are loved. It doesn't matter if you're locked up. It doesn't matter if you only have one kid or you got 100 kids, boys or girls. You are valuable because you're a father. Everybody in this world has a father and you are one of them. And whether you're a deadbeat daddy or your daddy that's over helicoptering the kids or your daddy that's on and off with the kids, this world needs fathers. You are important, and you could be a better father by just doing one thing: staying active and doing something and showing heart. If you do something, your children will see it, and you will be the original role model. Like me, being Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps! Michael Phelps! Every single man needs to have children. And I know I can't afford it. And the women out here aren't good for me. There's all kinds of reasons to not have children. But one main reason that I wanted kids after I didn't want children is because you'll have some backup. Now that my kids are all grown, they help me move couches. They work on the car for me. Hey, go on that roof, son. Even my daughter, call her up, one ring. Hey, where you at, Dad? Pick me up. And she picks me up. Backup is why you should be a father.
It doesn't matter how many times you fall down in this life. It just matters if you're willing to get up again and again and again. And don't stop! Don't ever stop until you win!
When I was a kid, I quit soccer on the very first day, cried my eyes out, and begged my mom to take me home. A few months later, I tried to pull the same thing out on basketball tryouts, but my dad had a very different plan. This is going to be a story about how the right kind of pressure can turn fear into greatness. Alright, so when I was a kid, my mom signed me up for YMCA soccer tryouts, and I was very scared to go out there. I walked out there, I seen all the big kids there, looking big, looking tough. I was scared, and my mom, she bought me all the cleats, the whole setup, the whole 9 yards, and I started crying. I didn't even walk out to the field. I cried before we even made it to walk to the field. And I remember she got me and she put me back in the car and she was like, oh, it's fine, honey. Whatever I can do to make you happy. Ends up taking me home. I ended up getting some ice cream. I convinced her to get me some ice cream. And I was playing Halo Reach and my dad got home and he was pissed. He was like, you spent $300 on this boy and he ain't even gonna go use it? And he spanked me and he got mad at my mom for babying me. That's that part of the story. A few months later, my dad took me to YMCA basketball tryouts, and I was scared because my dad was taking me this time, and I know how he is. But I tried to pull the same facade of crying in his face and being like, I'm scared, please don't take me out there. I threw the same fit, and he took me outside into the parking lot, and he told me this, and I'll remember this the rest of my life. Luke, if you don't go in there, I'm gonna get your Xbox and I'm gonna smash it like this. And I was all, no. And I was scared because the Xbox is my baby. That convinced me to go out there. And I went out there with tears. I was crying and I was scared, but I ended up playing. I ended up making a few points at practice and it was a damn good time. But lo and behold, later on in that season, I ended up loving playing basketball. My dad always took me, and we ended up winning the Little League Championship that year. So that is just pure irony that I really despise going out there, but I ended up winning the championship. And that's something I'll remember the rest of my life, just because my dad was a little bit stern with me, gave me a little bit of a grit to go out there and face my fear. That just shows, for you parents listening, you gotta discipline your children, make them grow up with some balls to go out there, play some basketball, be stern with them, or else they'll grow up to be ice cream loving Halo Xbox kids.
You guys are crazy. Look, when we was in a Bocaz country, we was assaulted by them tigers. You know what I mean by assaulted, huh? Well, I mean assaulted!
Why don't you knock it off with them negative words? Why don't you dig how beautiful it is out here? Why don't you say something righteous and hopeful for a change?
Woo-wee. Happy summer. Most important thing I can say about being a father is we need to teach our children how to forgive. There is too much hate and not enough forgiveness. And it starts with you, a father. And the best thing you could do, like I said, is to show some heart, stay active, and do something. That way you are the first role model in all your kids' life, whether you're with them today or you're not with them till next month. You teach them forgiveness. And do this all because you're not gonna be here in 100 years. So show some heart, stay active, and do something. Happy Father's Day. Remember, you are valuable and you are loved. Ooh, getting a little dark. Guys boxing. We're actually hitting. Oh, they're not going for faces. Okay.